So like other processor, vector processor has its own advantages and disadvantages. So some advantages of the vector processor is that there is no dependencies in a vector. Vector processor works very well with parallelism and pipelining, where you can even have a deep pipeline without no dependencies at all. And in vector processor, each instruction generates a lot of work in which you don't need to fetch and decode anymore. And because of the highly regular memory access pattern, the vector processors can interleave vector data elements across multiple memory banks for higher memory bandwidths, such as for loading many elements at once. And there's also no need to explicitly call loops anymore because it was already done in parallel with the vector registers in a single instruction. And lastly, as what we have seen in comparison with the scalar processor before, it greatly reduced the total number of instructions. On the other hand, vector processor has its own disadvantages. With its efficiency, vector processor comes with a lot of dependencies, and one of them is the parallelism. Vector processor can only run on a regular parallelism, or what we usually call the SIMD parallelism. Vector processor will be inefficient if the parallelism is irregular, meaning to say there are dependencies on different elements we're trying to access. One example of this would be when we are searching for a key in a linked list, where you can't really parallelize the process because the dependency of each element in the linked list.
One of the limitations of vector processing is memory or bandwidth becoming a bottleneck. So this can happen when the memory banking is not optimal or not ideal, or there are lots of load but only few computation done on that load. This can happen in a lot of real life situations. So yeah, uh, these are our references. That's it for our presentation. Thank you.